Oh, you brooding, misunderstood, shadow-wielding specimen. Take me to your morally gray kingdom and rule me with an iron fist, wrapped in velvet, of course.
That's one way to start a book review. I believe that eloquent soliloquy was inspired by page 347, paragraph 2, where our hero declares their love by threatening to burn down a village if someone doesn't bat her eyelashes just so.
You're missing the nuance. It's not just a threat, it's a passionate threat. It's The Night is Defying, by Chloe C. Peñaranda, the second book in the Nightfall series, and it's basically a masterclass in how to make questionable life choices look incredibly appealing.
Appealing to whom? People with a penchant for sparkly vampires and overly complicated prophecies.
They're not vampires. They're beings of night, and the leading lady is a star maiden, destined to either save the world or destroy it, all while trying to remember who she is, and why she keeps having these incredibly vivid dreams about a certain Dark Lord.
So, amnesia, destiny, and a love interest who probably smells like a bonfire and existential dread. Sounds original. Did she at least get a cool sword or something?
She gets powers, and a found family, and dragons. Apparently, dragons are the new black in romantasy.
Dragons, of course, because what this story was really missing was another mythical creature to further complicate the already convoluted mating rituals of the night folk.
Brith. You're just jealous because you don't have a shadow person whispering sweet nothings and threats of world domination in your ear.
I'd rather have a quiet night with a good tax return. Thank you very much. Less chance of spontaneous combustion. But let's get to the plot, shall we? Because, from what I gather, it's thicker than the eyeliner.
Okay, so, the main character is trying to piece together her past lives, right? And each memory is like a little puzzle piece, revealing more about her connection to the Dark Lord and their previous encounters. Let's just say, they weren't exactly playing checkers in their past lives.
I'm shocked. Utterly shocked. So, it's basically a supernatural soap opera with extra steps and a higher body count.
It's romantic. There's this one scene where they're in this ethereal garden, and the Dark Lord is revealing his vulnerabilities to her. And he says, and I quote, "I didn't fall for you twice because I never stopped loving you. Through everything that tried to separate us, forgotten memories. Lost time, it's always been you, Starlight."
Starlight. Seriously. Did he also offer her a participation trophy for existing?
It's endearing. And then, of course, there's the spice. Oh, the spice. Chloe C. Peñaranda does not hold back. Let's just say, there are some scenes that would make a seasoned romance reader blush, and possibly reach for a cold shower.
So we're talking full-blown, bodice, ripping, furniture, breaking, encounters.
Let's just say, if this book were a movie, it would definitely be rated NC-17, and possibly require a fire extinguisher nearby.
Good to know. I'll add fire retardant pajamas to my reading list. But what about the actual conflict? Is there anything besides these two making googly eyes at each other while the world burns around them?
Of course. There's political intrigue, betrayal, a whole cast of morally ambiguous side characters, including someone who's apparently smart, reckless, and possibly even more villainous than the Dark Lord.
So, a villain with a villain? It's villains all the way down, isn't it?
It's complicated. And then there's this whole thing about the Dark Lord's mother, and a shocking twist about her identity.
Let me guess, she's also a star maiden, but she's, like, super evil. Or maybe she's a dragon in disguise.
No spoilers, but you're not entirely wrong.
I never am. So, to summarize, we have a love story that defies logic, a plot that defies comprehension, and a spice level that defies the Geneva Convention.
You're making it sound bad. It's not bad. It's deliciously chaotic. It's the kind of book you devour in one sitting, then immediately go online to scream about with other equally obsessed readers.
Scream in joy. or scream in frustration because the ending is, and I quote from a very reliable source, a major, shocking cliffhanger that leaves readers desperate for the next installment.
Both. It's a roller coaster of emotions. 1 minute you're swooning, the next you're throwing the book across the room, and the next you're ordering the sequel.
Sounds exhausting. I think I'll stick to my tax returns. At least those have a definitive ending.
Your loss. You're missing out on the passion, the drama, the shadow person.
I'm pretty sure I can live without the shadow person. Thanks. But for those of you who are intrigued by this unique literary experience, The Night is Defying by Chloe C. Peñaranda is available, well, everywhere books are sold, I assume, and probably some places they shouldn't be.
And if you do read it, be sure to join the online discussion. Just be prepared for some intense opinions, and possibly some fan art that would make even a seasoned romance reader blush.
I shudder to think.
Oh, and we're taking calls. If you've read the book and want to share your feelings about the Dark Lord, or the main character, or the dragons, or the spice, give us a call. The number is 555-NIGHT. Love. That's 555-NIGHT. Love. Don't be shy.
Or do be shy, seriously, some things are better left unsaid. Especially on live radio.
Don't listen to that person. Folks, let your freak flag fly. Or, in this case, your night flag. And that is all for today's show. Thank you for tuning into Heartbook Radio. We will see you next time.